from the local station, News 4 Jax starts now.
Florida and Georgia now among the more than 30 states under stay-at-home orders. Both came just hours after Mayor Curry issued a similar order for Jacksonville.
Turn on your televisions and look at what's happening in New York and other parts of the country. We don't want that to happen in Jacksonville. And the only way we stop it, the only way we mitigate it, the only way we flatten it is to keep our distance.
You know, at this point, I think even though there's a lot of places in Florida that have very low infection rates, it makes sense to make this move now.
All of these orders go into effect Friday morning.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp also announced that students in the state will not return to school for the remainder of the school year. When it comes to Florida's stay-at-home order, here's what it includes: limiting activity outside the home, only doing essential activities, and putting a 10-person limit on public spaces. Also, we are still monitoring the news conference by President Trump. When he starts discussing the response to the coronavirus, we'll make sure to bring it to you. Checking on the latest number of cases in our area, Duval County is now up to 218. That's an increase of 11 cases since last night. And that number is only expected to go up with another long line of cars this morning at the federal testing site at the stadium. Testing is now done for the day. And we have a team of reporters covering the pandemic. News 4 Jax reporter Jim Piggott is live at Lot J. He also spoke with the mayor and the sheriff about the safer at home rule and what that will mean for all of us. Jim.
You know, given the number of people that have been coming down here to the stadium to be tested, people are obviously very concerned. And Mayor Curry was saying today, because of that, he wants to make sure that Jacksonville stays safe. That's why he issued that order. Most people we spoke to today say they're going to comply to the mandate. The mayor's order is lengthy, but in a nutshell, unless it's for food, medical, or essential business, you should stay home. Avoid groups and stay 6 feet apart from each other. The sheriff says he will enforce it, but he realizes most people are already adhering to the measure.
We've got, 99% of our community is complying with all of these orders. And so even on the calls that we get where a neighbor may call and say, hey, I don't believe this business is in compliance, or I don't believe my neighbors are in compliance, we do follow those up and investigate. Most of those places actually are in compliance. And so, and the ones that are not, really, it's a little bit of re-education, encouraging them to cooperate. And we're getting a lot of that. You still have a small number of people in our community that, for whatever reason, will refuse to cooperate. And we'll deal with those, case by case. And it could be up to and including arrest.
The mayor and the sheriff say it's situations like last weekend where police were called to large block parties and events where many people were on hand. The mayor says this order will hopefully keep that from happening, and it could help keep all of us safe.
People just need to stop the block parties. It shouldn't be big groups of people congregating. If you want to go out in your yard with your family, keep your distance from other folks. I mean, that's fine. If you want to talk to your neighbor 10 feet, 6 feet across the street, fine. But let's just put an end to the big groups congregating.
The mayor is calling this safer at home. And again, this takes effect Friday morning. We're live from the stadium. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Jim. And as we mentioned in the governor's stay-at-home order, essential activities may continue while following social distancing guidelines. And these include attending religious services in churches, synagogues, and houses of worship, recreational activities such as walking, biking, hiking, fishing, hunting, running, or swimming, taking care of pets, and caring for or otherwise assisting a loved one or a friend. Today, Mayor Curry also said boat ramps will remain open to allow people to get outside with their families. He says the expectation is that boaters will follow the governor's executive order last week to keep vessels at least 50 feet apart and with no more than 10 people aboard.